Texas armed guards must protect all ages drag event from far-right protests.
Oh, whoa! That's a hand right there. I got it on camera. That's a song. Hey, she just spit on me. She just spat on me.
Well, what did you call them earlier when you were talking to them? Didn't you call them a bunch of fucking pussies?
No, I called them pussies.
Yeah, I mean these people here.
No, just the ones that are wielding AR-47s.
So what are you here to do today?
I'm here to support people that don't indoctrinate and groom little 8-year-old kids, credulous.
So why do you need to get in someone's face?
I wasn't. I was walking over here to talk somewhere. Come over here with me. I was walking over here to talk to somebody, and this one, and if you're going, get away, you can.
Who do you need to talk to?
I didn't. I wanted to go talk to somebody. None of your fucking business who I want to talk to.
If you are, I need you on that side of the street.
Okay. All right. Really, you don't have to. I know, because I thought this was a public sidewalk. I'm being peaceful. I was just going to talk to somebody.
Fucking close.
Look, I was just going to talk to someone. I gave my 5 of them goes, get off of here. You can't be here. You know, I'm sorry. This is a free time.
We're trying to be peaceful.
Okay, tell them they're the ones that are making it. I went to talk to a friend of mine over here, and I got 5 of them come up to me and said, get over here, get off of here, you can't be here. I was trying to talk to a friend.
Sir, do you support the Second Amendment? Do you support the Second Amendment?
Why can't I be on a public sidewalk?
Why would you bring an AK-7 to an event like this?
I show my face.
Go ahead.
I show my face.
Go ahead.
We remind you what you just watched was over a drag show. Anti-LGBTQ demonstrators protesting outside Anderson Distillery and Grill in Roanoke, Texas, were met by armed Antifa on August 28th. The demonstrators were protesting against an all-ages drag event. There were family and children in attendance, which drew out protesters from groups such as the Texas Family Project, Project Texas Kids, and the Proud Boys. A Rolling Stone journalist tweeted pictures of anti-LGBTQ protesters holding signs that said, "Drag the queens out of town. Children cannot consent," and "Stop sexualizing children." And also, "Caution, Monkeypox hotspot approximately 50 feet away. Stay back." Many of the anti-trans people are anti-LGBTQ in general, and many are Republican. Some have repeatedly claimed that anyone who lets children know that LGBTQ individuals exist is trying to groom them for rape, and that includes performance artists at drag shows. Not only does this conflate the performance artists with child molesters, but it also sheds a poor light on the parents who simply want to take their kids out to watch a show. It's also an imposition on LGBTQ plus rights and curtails freedom of speech and expression. Many protesters were quick to point out that the Antifa were armed, with Blaze TV producer Chris Cruz saying that he counted 9 AR-15s, but the armed Antifa were actually mostly acting as guards to protect the performers and event attendees. They also escorted them back to their vehicles, and at other drag events, anti-LGBTQ protesters have followed, harassed, and even doxxed the performances or the performers and parents who bring their kids to these type of events. At this event, one Proud Boy was hiding his face with a bandana and sunglasses while holding a baseball bat covered in barbed wire. A Reddit user posted a nearly 2-minute video showing what went down. We showed you a portion of it. In response to the incident, the Texas State Representative Brian Slayton wrote, quote, "A drag show is no place for a child. I'm working to ban this entirely next season. I look forward to working with Family Project Texas to make this happen," end quote. However, Slayton hasn't yet specified exactly what it means or what he means by drag shows, how they'll be defined in a bill, or how his bill would avoid violating the Constitution's protections for free speech. This is a shocking story, shocking, because we talk already about what's happening at our house here in South Florida. This is a growing phenomenon. We've talked about tonight and another story that 53%, I believe from Wall Street Journal's polling, of 53% of Republicans in America think that we're heading toward a civil war. I watched that little snippet on that sidewalk in front of a drag show and think maybe there's something to that.
And it's not just in the United States. It's crossing borders. We recently had an incident just north of Toronto. A queer center that worked with young people did a drag makeup workshop, and they got threatening calls, not just the staff, but also the young people and the families from people in Canada, but also people in the United States. It's spreading like a virus.
I thought Canadians are so polite.
You know, Lindsey Graham blew a dog whistle over the weekend when he made the comment that if the Department of Justice tries to prosecute President Trump, former President Trump, there'll be blood in the streets. And I thought, my goodness, if he has done what they allege, let's give him the benefit of the doubt. It's not looking good for him, but give him the benefit of the doubt. Graham preempts the idea of, wait, he's above the law. And we're warning you that if you take the actions that would apply to any of us sitting at the table, there will be violence and blood in the streets. You cannot ring those kind of dog whistles from people like Senator Lindsey Graham and not expect those kind of outcomes that you see in front of a drag show. And that includes what President Trump is saying. That includes what Governor Abbott and DeSantis is saying. The press secretary for Governor DeSantis, who is going to be the press secretary for him when he runs for president of the United States, has said this specifically. If you don't support us, you're a groomer. Wait, just free speech makes me a groomer? Yes. And when you hear that dog whistle, you're going to respond to it.
Certainly scary. And we were talking about history repeating itself. And at the case with the Our House, it happened around the time where drag was gaining prominence. Drag queens were performing at churches, were performing everywhere. And we have that parallel in current times with RuPaul's Drag Race taking over the world and drag queens taking a spot in mainstream society. So the parallels keep showing up, as Victor pointed out.
LGBTQ plus news is vital for our community and for the broader world as a whole. We have enough enemies at Fox News. Tucker, Sean, and Laura are loud. We need passionate allies. Happening Out Television Network, Queer News Tonight, and It's Happening Out are literally out of the closet and into the headlines. Our community needs your support. Like this broadcast and subscribe now to ensure the growth of the entire LGBTQ plus community.